About 800,000 American troops struggle with post-traumatic stress disorder after deployments to Afghanistan and Iraq. The impacts of PTSD can also be heightened during the pandemic for some of these soldiers.
As news specialist Jed Bull shows us, a Utah program called Heroes Haven is working to finally bring the heroes home.
The honor, that purpose, that sense of accomplishment.
That's what Zach Hauser of Provo loved the most about his 6 years in the Army. The combat engineer hunted for roadside bombs in Iraq.
We saw a lot of combat. There was a lot of weapons exchanged. There was a lot of IEDs going off.
His vehicle took several hits, and he did not feel trained for the aftermath when the nightmares started.
There's that pride aspect where we don't want to ask for that help, because we're the ones who are supposed to be tough enough to go do that and deal with it.
He contacted Heroes Haven for help.
My children deserve who I used to be.
This week, he's on a mission with a dozen other Utah combat veterans at the National Ability Center in Park City. They're soul searching and learning psychological tools.
We're healing and learning correct ways to take responsibility for trauma that has happened in our lives.
Frank DeVito, founder of Heroes Haven, takes a ceremonious approach, including this self-discovery walk at a labyrinth in which the veterans symbolically leave their combat demons behind.
And we bring back things that are not ready to be received by the people who sent us there.
DeVito developed initiations to help the troops cross a threshold in healing.
We're bringing them home, right? With all that they brought home with them so they can assimilate it properly.
The group therapy, the meditation, and the group activities like walking the labyrinth here in Park City are all part of breaking down their barriers to recovery. But ultimately, each of these soldiers has to do the self-discovery and the internal work all on their own.
I believe it's helping a lot. Because, I mean, when I came back from my first deployment, we didn't have this. We had a behavioral health guy like, hey, here's my card. There you go. If you need help, just call me.
Luda Saliga is a member of the Utah National Guard. 3 years ago, he was not willing to ask for help. Now, because he is honest with his family and himself, he is doing the work to get better.
It is okay to ask for help. It is okay to lean on other guys that you're not the only one. There are other guys that deal with the same situations.
Helping each other, just as they did on the battlefield.
You're integrating greatness back into the community, and they're going to help shepherd and lead, the children and the men and women, right, into the future.
Reach out for help with PTSD at theheroeshaven.com. For KSL 5 News, I'm Jed Bull.